Hey everybody, welcome back to the Car Grumps. Here we are, back live once again in the studio, talking about all the insanity that we normally talk about on the show. Let's meet the boys in the office, if you will. How you doing, guys?
Office. We got this nice table now and these microphone stands. We're gonna call this an office, not a couch.
So let's start off our day with some introductions here. I want to make sure everybody knows who they are because we got some new toys today. I'm really happy about it. Welcome our boy Phil, the mayor of Tunertown, the one and only, the hello guy. So, and that's the thing. You know, we got to wait for some chats today so you can go over and look at some of the chats.
Oh yeah, just get totally lost.
Right.
Put it right up in his corner there.
So, and next up we got our boy Dozer J.
Hey.
How you doing today, Dozer?
What's going on, guys?
You going good? Everything fine?
All is well.
You sure?
You are such a liar. I'm all jammed up on pre-workout and prime.
Jose comes on already. He's like, the casting couch, right? And as always, I am your host, VIP Primo. And that's the beauty of our group right here is that we are all about all the different angles. We talk about all the different stuff. So what is the Car Grumps? The Car Grumps talks about everything automotive. We are about cars, trucks, vehicles, mostly everything, but we're an irreverent group of people that we do not apologize for things. No apologies. We want to basically come in hot and tell you exactly what it is about the car community, because let's be honest, the car community is completely insane. Am I right, guys?
It sure is.
Well, I mean, I'm part of it, so I'm not wrapped tight at all.
I think we're all kind of part of the problem, right?
A big part.
So, well, unfortunately, and I'm going to start off the show today with probably some of the most disappointing news ever, that our boy, the Camaro, is no more. So I think it is time.
Rip.
Let's do it. We got to do the big chant. You ready? Okay, so that's the end of that. So go say goodbye to the Camaro. I'm sure that it's going to have some sort of replacement in maybe an EV form.
I have an idea. The Cavalier.
The Cavalier.
Just bring back the Cavalier.
The Cavalier?
Or the Beretta. Listen, GM's biggest mistake was taking away the Impala. Screw the Camaro. Okay?
What was this? Now say, I got to hear this now.
Coming
What?
back was an epic fail.
That Impala
was not an Impala.
Nasty.
The later.
The front wheel drive. What was that? What was that? The person who designed that should be burned. No, they should just thrown in a fire.
Which one are we talking about here?
The new Impala.
The newest Impala.
Yeah, kind of the one that's like a mom car. That's the one that they turn into taxi cabs. It's a bunch of crap.
Oh, okay. Isn't that what the lowriders use is called a bubble?
No, I'm talking about the early 2000s.
Exactly.
Impala.
The grocery getter.
Yeah,
the mom.
Crap. It's just garbage.
Yeah. No.
Anyways.
Okay, fine. Oops. If it's the way you want to be about it.
So don't let that happen.
Brooks has loaded into the chat, which I'm sure Phil is staring at now. Bring the Firebird back. What do you think? No.
No.
Okay.
No fire chickens. None of that. Okay.
No fire
Where's
chickens.
Pontiac in this entire situation?
Pontiac.
That's what I want to know.
They're belly up,
Pontiac. No, Pontiac is Holden, who is actually doing a really good job in Australia. I think. I played a couple of
So they were smart. They just took their business to a country that just doesn't deal with anybody. They're just like, yep, we're just gonna do it.
No, they gave them all the cool cars.
Where's the Holdens at? How come they're not selling to us?
Yeah, that's my question.
Because the last time you seen a Holden at a car
US
show.
of A with all this car crap sucks. Everybody else gets the cool cars and they can't modify them. We can modify them. We get all the junk.
Trash.
Dude, it's all. I'm gonna say it. It's the government regulations, and I'm just gonna let it out.
And you know what? The Camaro died back in '69, anyways. As soon as it turned into the '80s, I just no.
You know what? I'm with.
Sorry. Some diehard IROC fans out there, and you're destroying them right now.
That's fine. If any of you IROC fans got anything to say, I'm right here. Put it in the comments. 80s Camaros.
Put it in there.
I think he's more enticing you to come. So, Jay, you are pro Firebird, right?
I'm not entirely against the Firebird. I'd love to see them come up with something. You
better tread lightly, sir.
What about?
I got nothing in it because I own 4 or 5 of them.
Firebird. Bring the GTO if you're gonna bring anything.
Thank you.
Yeah, but what if they bring it back and they screw it up?
I mean, that's all they do anyways. They're like, let's make a remake, and it's just trash. Stop. You kill something, don't bring it back.
Stop ruining your history. Is that what you're saying?
Once it died, it's dead.
Okay. Bring back an all-wheel drive electric GTO.
Oh my God, dude! You're making me want to all-wheel drive my face into the wall.
I just see some craziness coming back. Like they just don't hit the mark. Anytime they have a big announcement, they're gonna launch something new, it just completely misses.
Yeah, it's trash. Like the automotive industry, they're like, no, let's just stop it. Whoever's designing these, and this shirt with the big hole in it, I can't pull up. There we go.
Nobody saw that until you pointed at it.
Yeah, I know. The tattoo kind of covers it up. Woo! Yeah, no.
No, I agree. I think that a lot of these cars that they're bringing out, they bring out the new stuff, and it's not the same car. But that's the thing is let's say, per se, the Hellcat, which was an awesome vehicle, very good performance. And I'm going to say even the Camaros, the really powerful stuff, was very impressive track-wise. So even if you didn't like the looks of it, the power was definitely there.
I mean, the fast ones, like what is it, the LT ones or whatever, this is how much I do not know and do not really care about these things.
Is it the new cars or is it just like?
I mean, all the new cars, all the new cars are just like not. Why do you think I'm driving around in a 2016 smart car? Like,
so you just never been a bow tie boy?
No, I mean, listen, I like my GMCs. Don't get me wrong. 2001 Yukon Denali XL. I was pimping. It was all black with the peanut butter interior, dude. I had the HID lights. Dude,
it's all about the HIDs.
Oh, yeah, you damn right.
Chevy is one of the only manufacturers I haven't owned. I have yet to own a Chevy.
Really?
I've had a GMC. Does that count?
Yeah, GMC and Chevy are the same.
I had the Sierra.
Oh, you did?
Oh, yeah. I had 2 of them, and they both just problems after problems.
Really? That's something.
That's any vehicle.
Magnetic ride, yeah. Don't ever.
What year was this?
2015. I traded in my 2014. Went with the 2015. Had the Magna ride suspension. Beautiful ride when it works. It doesn't work. Go and get it fixed. Tell me how much that bill is.
I know. Don't even get me going with that. I had a 2015 Yukon. 3500 dually Denali, dude. Oh, I love that truck.
I remember that truck.
Yeah, I remember that truck too. And then I remember the check engine light came on, and it said DPF system fault. And they said, we don't know where to start with this. You're going to have to replace the whole system.
It really said empty your pockets.
Yeah, exactly. Because they wanted me to start at $12,000. I said, I have the extended warranty. It doesn't cover that, sir.
Oh, you know what? You're going to hold on to that because we are going to get back to that later today because some of the topics we are talking today is going to be about AI designed cars, which of course we know Phil's already getting triggered about it. So we got to make sure that he's okay. Yeah, I can't have him blood pressure low.
Yeah, I know. My face is turning red. It wasn't from getting it's not from getting nervous either, dude.
All right. And then the next one. And then the next one we're going to be talking about is the government has passed a rule called CARS that is supposed to somehow fix all those problems that we've had with the car dealerships out there that supposedly have gouged us in the current economy. That, yeah, it's definitely the car dealership's fault. So let's go after them. Before we do that, though, I got to ask, guys, is there anything wrong with your cars? Uh-oh.
Phil?
Me? I mean... The only problem that I'm really having is my muffler on my smart car fell off last Sunday.
On this one?
Yep, that bad boy had a little scooter doodler exhaust.
Little problem.
But you know what?
little
That's
car.
all right. It's okay. I ended up in the
Quick fix.
in the front bumper of somebody else. I was doing 85 down the highway. I think it got jammed into somebody's radiator or something.
Nice.
I didn't care. I kept going. I got no phone calls. The cops didn't show up at the house. So I'm good. Other than that little itty bitty problem,
It was tiny.
tiny, minuscule.
Small.
It's just
Nothing
loud.
to it.
It's loud.
Okay.
What about you?
What about you?
Mr.
Come on,
Dozer?
Jay.
All right,
Yeah.
guys.
Any-
You want to
any
pull it out
issues?
of me again?
Any issue? Yeah. Come on.
There's
Well,
the truck.
it's-
What do you got?
It's just not right, and it keeps coming
Just not
back,
right.
not right. And this last time, I had high hopes, and I took it for a drive, and I was like, I have to go through it now. And opened up the reservoir. I think I already talked about this last week.
Yeah, you
Oh,
did.
this is the same one from last week?
Oh, same thing.
Okay.
But so I did talk to him after I cooled down, like I said I would.
You gotta take that second just to take a breath.
And I want to give him the opportunity to make it right. And
That's fair.
so he's doing so, and we'll see.
Okay. All right.
That's it at this point. I don't even feel like I have a truck at this point. Haven't had it for 6 months.
You kind of don't.
You're right.
He forgot he owned the
Thanks,
truck.
Thank you, buddy.
Hey, listen. I'm just stating the obvious. I mean, the Audi looks nice though in the parking lot with the smart car right next
Thank
to
you.
it.
Thank you.
It's all. We're gonna have to. We're having a German night tonight, and then when your truck is fixed, finally, I'll bring my truck, and we'll have a truck night.
Trucks and trucks and more
Like,
trucks.
America. We're gonna hang flags.
Well,
and
there's a problem with that, Jay. Is my truck's in the shop too?
ooh.
Dang.
Yeah. So I want you to check out these images right here. So my boy John is now working on my stuff, and this is what we found underneath it.
Looks about
That is a lot of schmegma.
that is crust.
It's a New England truck.
Right. Exactly. So
What year is it?
2011.
So that means it's what? 12
It's-
years old?
I don't know. It's old, but anyway.
That's not even that old. 2011 is still brand new.
Yeah. Perfect. That's fine. Yeah. It's brand new.
In New England, that's about 75 years old,
Yeah.
buddy.
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
then-
Cars age like
This-
dogs in New England.
This was the other side. So yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. But when it's done, and I cannot wait for it to done because I've already seen the done pictures. I'm going to take some pics. And then Silver City Soapworks, my truck. Yes, exactly. We're going to take some pictures of it. You're going to be really impressed with what John has done. And I want to try to get some stuff for him to get some advertising out for him because he is doing some crazy work on that thing. I'm very impressed with what's going on. So, yeah, even though it is what it is, I mean, this is what you kind of expect from these trucks. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, like Stephanie said, it's weight reduction.
Weight reduction.
You get
yeah.
better fuel economy.
Right.
And Chris, yes, I think, listen, new wheels are always a good thing.
I will always support new wheels.
I wholeheartedly support new wheels.
Right. All right. So I'm going to stop crying about that because I'm actually happy because it's all done and I got to pick it up Friday. We're just butling some stuff up. But
Butlin?
Phil, don't do the button, Phil, because Phil, you said new car design stinks, and we are looking at these. There's a lot of pictures out there on the internet. If you guys have looked at it, it's a lot of AI car design. Have you guys seen this stuff?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
I mean, it all depends. It all depends. It's hit or miss because
It's hit or miss. Okay.
I've seen some AI stuff that I didn't think was AI.
Okay.
And then I saw some stuff that was AI, and I was like, holy shit, what is that monstrosity?
Yeah, well, that's the thing is that's a lot of the problems we've had in the past is we keep getting these new cars that are designed for us, and every time we see them, we go, well, that's not the car that we had back in the 60s. A lot of this retro look. And I think AI has really leaned more towards retro, wouldn't you say?
I think it leaned towards more who can type stuff and actually make what they're thinking.
That's Jay.
Because
Jay,
I know.
Dozer's got the AI technology down, right?
Yes. So AI, and that's the thing, is people think that you could just type something in and you're gonna get exactly what you're looking for, but you actually have to talk to the AI like it's your artist.
Is it like a beep boop boop thing, or is that something different?
Yeah, like an R2D2.
You have to break it down Barney style on exactly this, like everything that you want it to do. And I've done this on multiple levels for marketing, for the designs, and it's unbelievable. It does what humans can do just 100 times faster.
So what do you think about the AI? I mean, in general, AI design, and I'm not saying redoing stuff that we've already seen. So I'm not asking it to draw me an A model, but if I said I want to design a car from the ground up, something that's going to be exciting, I feel that AI kind of takes stuff that's out there and then redesigns it and kind of makes it look good, but it really just takes other people's stuff. What do you think?
I see that.
I don't know, because I really haven't looked that far into it.
It would be interesting to kind of talk to AI and see what you can come up with for, like, say, a concept design of your own, and see what does it take, from other cars that you can recognize in the concept that it designs for you. That would be interesting.
Now, with all this AI mumbo jumbo, can you actually, like, piss it off? Because I heard AI is like Skynet. Like this is
his self-driving car is going to attack him in the drive. What's the name of that movie that was just out?
The self-driving cars?
Yeah, it was a movie that just came out. I can't remember it now. What was it? It was
it's a great movie.
Stay at Home or something.
Talking about it too.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, it's wild.
Oh, it's on
Netflix.
So basically, it has a bunch of Teslas self-driving themselves into this, big pileup of cars, and that was the thing. Is everybody said, with this new AI technology, and one of them was actually named Skynet, by the way. So that
are you kidding me?
No.
Yeah. See, this is why everybody needs to buy containers and start digging holes, and we got to go on the ground. Like it's gonna happen.
Dig them deep.
It's gonna happen. Like Arnold's gonna come. He's gonna come back to the future. Whatever the hell he's gonna do, he's gonna show up. Yeah, he's gonna show up like butt ass naked, and he's gonna say, "I'm here from the future, John.
Buy
Connor."
my cars."
Yeah.
And they're gonna be like, "You can't because we
Get
have
to
federal
the
regulation."
chopper. Be like, "Yeah, for what? We're all gonna die."
Right.
But anyway, sorry guys. Just a little.
Yeah, there you go. Leave the World Behind is the name of the name of the.
Oh, I'm gonna have to check that out and have nightmares.
It's
Thank
bad.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. So that's the thing is I think that it does take from other designs and kind of recreates it. But do you think that this AI design could take something and maybe something we had and kind of add a little retro flair to it and make a good car?
A little pizzazz.
So I was actually messing with it the other day, like on
That means breaking it.
No, I wasn't breaking it. Listen,
Trying to break the internet.
listen. I have to have
Hello, Keith.
Hi, Keith. Hi.
You got to do it like you did the last one. Like, hi, Mike.
Hey, Keith.
It was perfect.
No, I was actually messing with it on what was it? Facebook Messenger.
Yes,
And
that was it.
I saw you guys, because we have the group chat. I saw you guys messing with it. I'm like, ooh. And then I typed something and nothing came out. It's like, we sent what you were thinking. I'm like, what the hell?
No,
Sent
it said
to
what
the
you asked for
government.
was totally inappropriate, but we won't talk about
Yeah.
that.
Why? Can you do naked chicks and stuff with it?
No.
I bet you
No.
could. You can't do that?
And that's the thing.
No?
Is they're
It's the
really trying to
internet.
keep that.
They
But
can't? Okay.
I'm sure there's some unlock feature in AI somewhere, but
That was almost like
that's
they knew
the
the
scary
feature.
part.
There's not. Exactly. That's why it's Skynet.
that is scary.
Yeah, thanks. All right. You know what, guys? After this episode, if you guys don't see me next week, that's because I'm going to be running around with a tinfoil hat.
Don't worry, guys.
Underground.
We'll have an AI Phil here.
The AI pill? I like it.
I mean,
So you're saying if he walks in the next
There is
show,
no
just like,
replacement for Phil,
that we
as
know
much-
what's
hey,
happened.
listen, I bet you guys could make you could put some AI character right here and it'd be like, Phil, 10 times faster, no hip problems, no knee problems. You'd make it down the stairs faster than I did today. I almost rolled down them.
You were
I
flying
think I think the hip problems give you character. How's that?
Oh yeah,
I told you it's not a gimp. It's a strut.
it's the
right.
pimp limp.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I like that. Yeah. You see, you need to get out of the small car and get into the Impala. The Pimp Mobile.
If I could afford one,
Oh, there we go.
the
The GoFund is be going up sometimes later. So
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
just
watch.
kidding.
You know what car I would love to see come back?
What?
The Lincoln Mark 8.
Ooh, was it the Mark 8?
The Mark
They had the
8.
Mark 7 too, right?
They had the Mark 7. Yeah, the big.
Is that what you
big
had
body
in high
Mark-
school?
I did. I
You had
did
the
have a
Mark
Mark
7.
8. No. I had a
you
Mark 8.
8.
Yeah.
That was like one of the first cars with all around factory air suspension, wasn't it? From Ford.
Yeah.
And it had a nice feature where it would actually drop the suspension to be more aerodynamic.
Yeah,
oh,
I remember.
A car well before its time.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Nice.
I remember when I used to race at Seekonk Speedway with my Ford Focus. Yeah, Keith, I was doing the stanky leg. That was the pimp limp. That was the
pimp
sag
limp.
and drag.
So what, you raced the Focus at Seacon?
Yeah, way back in the day, and I think it was Mark Donardo. I think it was, and he had. I think it was him who had a Lincoln Mark 8, and that thing screwed. Like that dude was untouched. Then I don't know what happened because I stopped going. I was like, you know what, this is crap.
All right. Well, so what I think we should do right now is I have 4 AI cars loaded up here, and I want to see why you gotta. Do you?
I'm afraid. I'm not saying like. I'm just like
naked on the hood?
I'm afraid of what's. Who generated these?
We're gonna leave. Yeah, you don't want to know that anyway. But yeah,
shit.
so we're gonna bring up the 3 AI cars, and you guys are gonna tell me. We're gonna talk about what we think about them. So we're gonna start with one. We're gonna go a little bit. I gotta move it over here, but a little supercar. Oh, I don't want to move that one. Where is it? Here we go. We're gonna move this over to here, and you guys can tell me what you think of that.
AI made that.
That's an AI car.
Looks like an Acura NSX
feels kinda-
concept.
I don't know. It kind of feels a McLaren. No.
You know what? It kind of. You know, it's giving me the Porsche vibes.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah,
I like how we all
that
just came in at
that-
different angles.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
aggressive fender flare in the front.
Yep.
But you know what? That looks like something that we'd never see in our lifetime because, like all the concept cars that come out when they show the new concept cars, they look amazing like that.
Oh, yeah.
Like that thing. If you said, "Hey, take the keys for 10 minutes," I wouldn't be back. You would be
Right.
carless
Right.
because that's gorgeous. But we'll never see it.
And we'll be back to that in the dealership section later.
And then but you know what? I can't even get my hopes up because it never looked like that.
Right. But you would like to own a car like that.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Perfect. And I think if you see it, it kind of reads as high horsepower. So even if it was, I think if that was even a hybrid, I'd probably still be
That
interested.
gives me like Gran Turismo vibes.
So yeah, so let's go to picture number 2. Here's AI car number 2.
Oh, Mercedes.
Yep.
All day.
All day. You want to know what? You want to know what that screams?
What does that scream?
My name.
Really?
Forget the first one.
Forget the first one. This is it.
That is nasty.
You love that?
That gives me like the chop top vibe.
Oh yeah.
That's like a hot rod and Mercedes all built into one.
What was that car manufacturer? Is it TVR?
Yes. TVR.
I'm also getting a hint of that.
That's a good
How's
one.
TVR.
TVR is yeah, I have to show you some pictures later, but TVR was the guy. He was a race car driver, Wheeler, I think it was.
Yeah.
And he brought this. He just wanted to make fast cars, and all the cars he brought out were way too powerful for their own good, and they were never available in the U.S. So
Oh, sounds like my kind of car.
right, exactly.
Not available in the U.S. and too fast is gonna kill you.
Right. Done.
That's why I drive smart.
All right, so let's see. Now we go on to, I got to get this one over here. So car number 3. I'm going to move this over to here so we can get the guys in the screen.
That's like an old school DeSoto.
That is a good analogy. I like that.
Oh my God, dude! Forget the first one.
Yep.
Forget the second one.
See, I knew I'd burn you because like the more we go along, the better the cars
Dude,
got.
that is nasty.
Yep. What do you think,
That is
Jay?
fresh. That is
That
nice.
is like, rolling down the street, smoking and
There was
sipping on gin and juice.
That is for your
back.
That is for your pimp walk right there.
Yeah, that's for the pimp limp.
Right.
I need a cane and a pink 3-piece suit.
Yep. So this next one is probably my most exciting one. It is because I'm a big Ford fan and I love my Ford truck. I love everything about Ford. So I was thinking you guys would love this one. This is the best one yet.
There it
This
is.
is a new Ford that I think
I bet that thing has a 7.3.
it's definitely got some big power later on.
Nah.
Yeah, it's top of the line right there.
That's the 6.4. That's the 6.4 Power Stroke right there.
Never hear anything good about a 6.4.
I got a 6.4 with 203,000 miles on it. And
That's baby mileage.
And that's they don't make it that far. Dude, they were blowing up. They were melting pistons at 40,000. Yeah. Hello.
So what do you think? What do you think we should name that one?
We should name that
The Flush.
the Ford. You know what? The Ford Flush.
I like it.
Ford Flush.
You know they got the Ford Flex. That was trash.
Right.
And then you got the Ford Flush.
You sit backwards on that thing?
Straight
or what?
shit.
Dude, buddy.
I like how you put it up.
Steering wheel comes out of
Was
the
there
back.
a cactus next to it?
Yeah, it was. Hold on,
Was there?
I'll pull it back up again. There you go.
Look at the cactus. But the cactus.
Like, what is going on in
they
that
look
picture?
they look like shower spouts. Like,
Right. It's top of the line model right there. That's my next car right there.
oh man.
Hey, you know what? I might call it the Ford Throne.
Oh, that's a good one. Mm-hmm. That's a good one.
Nobody thought of that one. I got that one. That's my design. So anyway, all right. So last up today, which is going to take up a big
F1
part of the show
shitty.
here.
That was a good
What
one.
was it?
I was like, F1 shitty.
Oh, no.
Great. You broke Phil.
Oh, that was a good one. I like that one.
That's so funny. All right, so the government and all of its wisdom decided this was a great idea to add more legislation to the already truckload of legislations around cars. But there's a lot of people out there, I think, that really probably would get into this and think it's a good idea. So I just thought to myself, let's bring it up and let's talk about it. So there's this new federal rule. It's called CARS. So the CARS rule. So I guess we were supposed to get into it.
So
because
stupid.
I love Jose. Was it the fishidity or F1 shitty?
F1 shitty.
There you go, right there. But so this new federal rule is going to be something that's supposed to stop car dealerships from
screwing you.
From what is it?
Screwing you.
Yes, that too.
Aha!
So deceptive practices, and they actually state, it says combating, or the rule is called combating auto retail scams such as hidden fees, bait and switches, deceptive tactics, and basically it's supposed to make a dealership less intimidating, which I thought the reason that dealerships were intimidating was because people didn't like to negotiate or haggle, but apparently it has everything to do with the cost of the car or terms of financing, available discounts and rebates that are added to advertising. So in other words, you get this car, you come in, you get this advertisement, you go in to see the car. The car's a stripped out car that they don't really have, and then they bring you to another car and stuff like that, so that they don't really have the car that's being advertised. Excessive and unnecessary add-ons such as fees embedded in purchase agreements, such as subscriptions, warranty programs, or duplicate warranty programs, service oil changes, gap agreements.
Gap.
And this was a thing that I didn't understand. Like, doesn't cover the neighborhood the vehicle is housed in. Like,
Yeah,
laws,
what
they're
the
so
hell?
in touch.
What the doesn't cover? How the hell's that? It makes no
doesn't even make
sense.
sense to me.
Right, exactly.
That makes no sense.
Right. So you need to stop storing it at your house and store it at somebody else's house, because apparently that's how they sold it. But anyway, this is supposed to be saving us $3.4 billion, which I think, I don't know
hold on.
how.
Saving who? The
Right.
consumer?
Right.
Never.
So my thing is so yeah,
So funny. Go U.S. government.
right. That's fit. So here's my thing. I mean, let's be honest. Everybody's intimidated by the dealerships. There's stuff like Gap and insurances and things like that. I mean, what do you guys run into that you see that you go, hey, you know what? I don't I don't like it. And you know what? Let's see if this thing covers it. I think that the biggest problem that happens at a car dealership is somebody comes in, they're not educated about what they're buying. It's some lady that says, or guy or whatever that says, hey, I'm going to buy this car for $300, $400, and she's got it off of Edmunds or some stupid thing like that, and she thinks she's got it all figured out, and then she sees the reality that she has a ton of money that she owes on her Hummer from 1972 that for some reason she thinks is worth like $5,000, and Edmunds has now told her it's $300, and she gets $500 a month, and she flips out. So what do you think?
Go ahead. That's
Go ahead.
all you. That's all you, sir. Because he was talking so fast. I every other word. I was like,
I think the people that get it taken advantage of are the impulse buyers, people that are just, hey, I'm right there with you, buddy. I walk into a dealership, I see something I want, and I want to go home with it.
yes.
If you tell me I can't go home with that car, now we got a problem.
I am throwing a fit. I am smashing shit in that dealership.
Sheila has seen me throw a fit multiple times in dealerships.
Cups.
Anyway,
that's a nice vase.
But you
right
do
there.
know,
Smash!
but you do know when you go into the dealership what kind of car you're looking at and what the value of that car. I mean, as car guys, we should have a leg up on this stuff, right?
No, because everything's overpriced.
Well, now it is.
Yeah,
I mean, with the what is it?
I always tell myself
inflation or whatever.
Yes.
I always tell myself, especially after being in a dealership and kind of understanding how things work, I tell myself, you know what? I'm going to be a responsible buyer now. I'm never going to buy the same day. I'm always going to walk out of that dealership, make them chase me, right? Mm-hmm. They're going to chase me. I'm the buyer.
It's all about you, brother.
I'm in the driver's seat here.
Shit.
Yeah, I noticed that. So it didn't work. I mean, especially like buying my Audi, I knew I wanted that car. I was like, I don't care. I want that car. It's mine. Just sign me up.
I mean, that's a specialty car, though.
Yeah.
That's something. That's like your ass is for
So
that.
before that car, and thank God, like I'm so happy I got that car. Before that, I went to Toyota, and I was dead set on getting this new Toyota Corolla GR, fun little car, brand new. It seemed like a great little car. It was going to be, economic, but still fun.
Yeah.
The markup.
Car that we have that's economic, that's going to be weird.
The markup on this thing.
Oh, yeah. Dude, it's like 60
When
grand
they told me they were going to...
friggin' Toyota.
When I saw that $60,000 sticker price on that, I said, you guys, you got to be joking, right? I'm like, no, that was it. They said either that, I walked right out the door.
Yeah, no.
I came back in the Audi to pick up the deposit, though.
Did you? You should have. I'm just like, I am so appalled. Like, that they even have the balls to put, like, those price stickers.
$15,000 markup.
You're talking about the markup stickers? So, in other words, it's an MSRP, and then they got the big markup sticker?
Yeah, and it's just like, and people, and like...
And they'll tell you it's highly sought after.
It's highly sought after, my ass. Yeah. It's a Toyota Corolla.
Right.
Like, no.
But the markups are on all the new vehicles. I mean, all the ones that everybody... the Hellcats.
Oh, my God, dude.
The Hellcats were out, they were through the roof. I heard recently the prices are coming down. That the markups are way down. Yeah. But still, my stepfather went through hell trying to get that Hellcat. And he still ended up paying top dollar for that thing.
I mean, there's some cars, like some of these new... Honestly, like all these new cars with all these sensors and electronic this and electronic that and yada, 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 yada. I mean, I'm not a fan. I'm really not. Like,
that's my thing is I want my car stripped out.
Like, I just... hey, listen, whoa. See, that's an attack on you. Keith,
that's Keith said Audi's sick, though. Just a little biased because of the color.
He's got
love it.
He's got a Dodge Durango that's Nardo gray.
Oh, yeah, I got that. I got that.
See, I would have loaded up a picture if I knew that was going to be... I would have, because you guys love that car.
No, all these new cars with all the sensors and this and that and, like, all that crap. It's just, like... And then... it's a hassle. You like new cars are spending so much time in the dealership getting fixed because none of this shit works. Like it works, but you got to fight it.
I'd say
like every
90% of
car
the
is gonna
time.
have it.
I'd
Yep.
say 90% of the time it's electronic.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know.
And
Yeah.
I just had a thought when I was just leaving the
Why do I
little-
feel
the
like we
little-
just fried Phil's brain?
no, it's not that.
I was just leaving the corner store over here. When I went to go pull out, my car was beeping at me. It was chiming, beep, 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 beep. I was like, you know what? I cannot wait. And this really pushes me to get back into like, I wanna get an old school car, no sensors.
Oh, yeah.
You know, some night I might have to pump the gas a couple times to start. I miss that. I
mean,
want that.
you want that?
I'm sick of this.
Listen, I got a 72 Volkswagen Beetle with your name all over it, son. It's purple and white. You got to pump the gas like 17 times just to get it to get a little bit of a oomph.
I love it.
No. Yeah, it's just like these new cars, I feel like they're just problematic. And then on top of it, you're going to the dealership. They show you the MSRP. Then they show you the markup. And then they show you all the fees on like what you're paying for.
And the best part is most of that stuff, other than the adjusted market value, all those little fees like the delivery and stuff, that comes from the manufacturer. So the dealership can't even control that.
Yeah, it's just like, I mean, you go and buy a new pickup truck. Side steps, this and that. You look at it like the radio's an extra $5,000.
Yep, exactly.
The side steps are $2,500. They rot off that winter. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing special. There's nothing special about these new vehicles where that shit should cost so much. Like, honestly, how about this? Don't give me it with no radio. Just give me the bare minimum. I'll go shopping on my own.
Right.
You know, like it's just like, and then the tactics that these salespeople use, like if you actually listen to like these car dealers, these new car dealers, they legit will tell you anything to get you in that car.
Well, what we're trying to do now, remember, this is important here because Phil is the buyer and I was a salesperson / finance, and Jay over here was Mr. Finance. So a lot of the times when we're talking to somebody and we want to say, now obviously we're out of it now, we're into obviously being just regular car guys. A lot of times people look at us and say, what are we trying to go for? And the big thing is to say that most people that leave a showroom, we don't feel they're ever coming back. And that was even more important in the 80s and 90s when it was a lot more aggressive and the markups were a lot different. So now we kind of just have this kind of lowered flat fee, if you will, and dealerships are really trying to find ways to put it in. But what they're really trying to do is to get you to basically show your dedication of signing on the dotted line. And there is some basic statements to that will say that I think he's going to step out for a second. Yeah. But just to basically get somebody in that thing and say, sign me up. So that's really a lot of the stuff that they're doing, Phil. And do they use, I'm going to say, I don't want to say dirty. Some people do use dirty tactics.
No, they bully you. Like they
Yeah.
legit.
Well, that's the thing is I think that's why we're talking about intimidation of those. They feel the bully. You know what I'm saying?
So I went truck shopping once in my life, and I honestly, I'd rather buy a used vehicle off of somebody than go to a dealership ever again.
Yeah, because it's like I said, it's that pressure-oriented stuff. If you buy something online, I think you haggle way less.
Oh yeah,
it's usually 3 counters and then whatever. When it comes to a dealership, it's literally like going to Vegas and trying to haggle with the slot machine.
Oh yeah, like I know we discussed this before, but I'm not afraid to shout these guys out. Mm-hmm. I got laughed out of the showroom of McGee Chevrolet.
Okay.
Because I saw a truck that I wanted. I walked in there.
Yeah, I'm not going to get this. They had bad issue with those two. I
saw a truck. It was a used truck, but I wanted it. It was what I wanted. Hey, what's up, buddy?
Welcome back.
Hey.
Too much
I know.
caffeine.
His face is all that pre-workout. You know,
Did you see him floating over there before he ran out?
Oh my god, dude! He was like,
I couldn't stop moving. I was like, I have to go.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
You go before the trip, Bobby. So anyway, Phil, go ahead.
I saw a truck that I wanted, and I was very uneducated. This is the first time I actually dealt with like a dealership with buying something. So I figured, like, everybody knows me. I'm very just, what I think, what it's worth, or what I want to offer. I'm going to let you know. And they told me they wanted X amount of money for the truck. And I said, well, you know what? I made a counter offer. Oh, I got to go talk to my manager. And he comes out. He's laughing. The manager's giggling. They pretty much told me, because this was, I think, 10 years ago, pretty much told me that I wouldn't be able to own a truck like that. And I just came from work. So what I did was I found a brand new truck, the same thing. I found one. My friends over at Mashra found me one. Same color, white, Denali, the whole nine. So the day I got my hands on that truck, I didn't even have plates on it yet. It wasn't registered. They gave me a dealer plate. I drove right to the front door of McGee Chevrolet. I started blowing the horn and saying, "Hey, asshole, look what I got." And then I walked in. I said, "Hey," I asked for, I can't remember, I think the guy's name was Jonathan. I asked for Jonathan, and I told him, I said, "Your ass better get me some floor mats for my brand new truck. Must be nice, huh? Huh?" Like, who's laughing
It's a good
now?
feeling, isn't it?
Oh, Christ, yeah. And I walked right into the manager's office, too. And I said, "Hey, you want to take a look outside? I can't afford one."
Yeah, that's the same place that I think left my trade-in out in the back with the sunroof off, and that was really nice of them. So, and they wonder why I sit there and have no problem lambasting and just being like, yeah, I would never shop at you guys again. And that's the thing that is important to say, is that these dealerships, if they run, and I'm going to say it like this, if you run a scumbag dealership and people don't go shop at you and you get thrown under the bus all the time, you deserve it. Keith is right, and he said they sucked. They held me hostage there, wouldn't give me my car keys for my trade until I struck a deal, almost came to blows to get my keys, and they're awful. And that's... You can't run your business like that. I would
have had my wife go in there and rent a car from them and drove it right through the showroom glass. Oh, yeah. Oh, I get nasty.
Now, so here's the thing. Before we even go further with this, there's something that I need to bring up. Everything that we have discussed so far that makes us intimidated, that makes us upset about car dealerships, which is really just run a straight business. If Phil gets the car that he likes and the guy works with him and he shows up and signs on the dotted line and everything's easy, he's very happy. But everything we've discussed so far, guys, isn't even in the law.
Isn't even in the law?
Yeah, the stuff that they just passed, none of it's in there. They're talking about gap insurance, like Gap and other insurance, like aftermarket insurance. And I understand, like, you don't want to buy duplicate insurances and stuff, but I bought Gap on every car I've ever financed. I owed more than I... Go ahead, Jay.
I do think the big one here is duplicate warranties.
Yeah.
Because...
So what the hell's a duplicate warranty?
So basically, they'll sell you an aftermarket warranty from a third party.
Oh, is that those people? Oh, your extended car warranty has expired?
Already, your vehicle... So say your vehicle already has a 5-year warranty, and they sell you a 5-year warranty. It's not going to make it a 10-year warranty because it's not concurrent.
Those lying bastards.
Exactly. Now, it should be broken down to you, but they're not going to tell you, hey, you're already covered.
They're just going to say you wanted it. You know what? Here's the thing. And this is what I find funny about that. Notice that Best Buy does it. Walmart, all these places that you buy big electronics now, look at you and say, would you like this aftermarket warranty that goes with this? Which...
protection plan.
It's some kind of extra plan. When are you ever going to run into needing something like that? And if there's probably better places to buy it than there anyway. So there's no difference between what the dealership does and what everybody else does, right?
I think bottom line is people need to educate themselves before going shopping. And then they won't feel so butthurt when they leave there with empty pockets.
And education means don't bring your Uncle Bobby who don't know what the hell he's talking about either. Actually read up on stuff. Do your research before you go and throw yourself to the wolves.
Look, Uncle Bobby is a good guy. I really like him a lot. He's only missing all but 3 teeth. And so, yeah.
I do recommend bring the bad cop.
Right.
Good cop, bad cop. Bring the bad cop. You be the good cop. If you're the buyer, bring somebody that's going to pull you right out of that dealership and say, we'll be back.
Yeah.
So bring me.
Force the hand of the thing.
Bring me.
But that's something I was talking about earlier before we even started the show, too, about what I don't think a lot of Uncle Ricky Bobby is. Yeah, Uncle Ricky Bobby, that's the guy we want to bring.
Chip, I'm all hopped up on Mountain Dew.
Is that Jaguar in the back of the car? But yeah, that's the thing is a lot of these aftermarket warranty things, you don't have to buy them from, like, you don't have to finance from a dealership. I know that's really crazy, but
yeah, you can get like a personal loan, right, or something?
Yeah, I have a friend, I have a bank that I do all my work with that I'm friends with. Whenever I do a car loan, I call them and I go, hey, what kind of loan can you get me? I've done all this business with you. We have history. Those guys will jump on. They just need a purchase and sales agreement, and they will work directly with me and send a check to the bank. What's crazy and people don't realize is those warranty programs, those GAP programs, all those different programs that they're supposedly saying they pack into a car. I could just go to my insurance company and this is not new information. If you read it in Edmunds, NADA, all these places, they always say this stuff. Now, are there certain things that you can buy at a dealership that are not offered anyplace else? Absolutely. There are things that they're going to have specifically for the car. So when like
wheel and tire.
So, yeah, wheel and tire is a big. I was going to go certified pre-owned, but Jay, you know about the wheel and tire, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
I just actually had a blowout in the Audi a few months back. Only downfall is you have a blowout on the right side, right?
Yeah.
And you have it. I think it goes for any vehicle, but all-wheel drive, especially with these complicated systems that they have, that the tires have to be within the same
electronics
tread. Oh yeah, killing me. So they'll only replace that one blowout. So now you have to buy the other side. Right. So you do have to purchase.
Yeah, because it's some kind of thing. You got to get all 4 tires at the same time.
Yeah, I think cover the wear and tear.
Yeah. So I mean, always reading into the fine print, but it is a great program. You know, the tire and wheel package. I do highly recommend it. We used to sell it for motorcycles all the time, and we tell people one blowout, you're covered. Like that's your investment. And
you put like I think it's $300 or $500 or whatever in a wheel and tire program, and it like if you replaced all of the wheels and tires on your car, probably about $1,000 a wheel, and they cover it all. And the thing is, if it doesn't happen, it's like I bought a fire extinguisher and my house never caught on fire. Who cares if it does? And especially in New England roads, right, guys?
Yeah.
Then you're covered, and that's great. And the other thing is the certified pre-owned stuff. So if something having an extended manufacturer warranty is, I think, one of the best ideas ever, because you're guaranteed to be covered for stuff. It's like some of the maintenance programs they have, I think was with BMW, was easily some of the best stuff out there. Like you own your car for 5 years, and sure, you're not going to do a lot of work on it, but I had my 7 Series was one that needed a new engine, and it was literally at that marker of like right at the 99999 mileage mark. And they replaced the entire engine for me. And that's the thing is I drove away. And if I hadn't had that certified pre-owned program on it,
you would have been screwed.
Yeah. So the thing is I'm like, guess what? That's not covered in the law. So, I mean, it makes me think that this law is made in a way to basically just, I mean, bait and switch programs. That's something like a lot of times I'd see stuff like that. And I'm like,
bait and switch?
Yeah. So what happens is you go to the dealership, there's an advertisement that says buy this car. And we'd have a car at the lot that was a stripped out car with crank windows, no AC, that the person would come in. What's that?
Let me get that.
Yeah, like we would actually buy that.
Yes.
Yeah, right. But that was the thing is you go there and they would say you could have the deal on this car, but it's you don't want that car. You want this car. And that's the thing is people would switch it up and then go, that's the problem is that it's the difference now. It's like $500 and $700 for a payment.
Yeah.
But the reality is that you didn't want that car in the first place. If you want to, I'd have a stock model and I would actually take you out and see the car. And I had customers that would do it just to say, okay, can you do this at the places I'm like, yeah, I'll walk you right out to the car. So in some respects, I mean, they're saying in this bill right here that it was going to save us what $3.4 billion. I just
Bullshit.
don't see it.
I call total BS.
Yeah, because there's no markup there. There's nowhere it says a dealership can't. And let's be honest, that new Corvette that comes out, don't think that place is not marking that up $30,000 to $60,000 just to make their money because they're only going to sell 5 of them.
What about the rest? What about the rest of the money? It's like, what, 50, 60,000? What about the rest?
Well, apparently those duplicate warranties go a long way. Those bait and switches. Yeah. For some reason, I don't know where they're going to save the money from. And you know what? I'm not against the idea of, I guess, trying to do something, but it just doesn't look like anybody put any thought in it.
Yeah, because they're covering all the wrong bases. Listen.
Now, is this going to stop them in any way for the advertising of like special finance? Because I feel like, you have to have damn near perfect credit to get these special rates.
Yes, and that's something that is definitely listed in it is the advertising, but I don't see any. That's the thing, and I think you made a great point there about any of those special rates and all those things, because the reality is that how many people have good credit? I don't even know the percentage. It's got to be low, right, Jay?
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah.
From my personal experience, I've seen phenomenal scores.
Yeah. So I've seen people that can't pay attention. But no, that's the thing is like Phil. Can't pay attention.
He went over everything. Primo went over everything. You got it?
You got it.
Got it. And then
he's like, I don't know what he's talking about.
I have no idea.
Let's roll.
Let's just go.
Right. But yeah, so like I said, it's going to cover something about saying if you list something and it has a rebate in it and that rebate isn't available to you, it's just going to make them mark the cars up. And what's going to end is when they mark these cars up, they're just going to say, we're just going to pass that extra. Now you think you have to pay more and you're not going to haggle for that lowest possible price. Now you got a new top. And that's where they're going to start from. And now you're saying, hey, the finance program and all that other stuff in it, it doesn't matter how they advertise it. They just put a price tag on it. And now they're going to make more money out of it. It's not going to save $3.4 billion. We're going to lose money.
Oh, yeah. They're gonna skyrocket the prices. I honestly think that this is gonna deter a lot of people from actually buying automotive vehicles, because there's to tell you that even
I think they're still intimidated regardless of what we do.
No, absolutely. But I think it's gonna. I think with them passing this law and all the ghost fees and all that mumbo jumbo, what are you guys seeing more and more as you drive? I don't know if you pay attention to it. I see grown-ass men and women on scooters and bicycles. And that's because of inflation now. What's inflation at? 60% or whatever?
It's 40 to 60. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's 40
to 60%. More and more people are buying, grown-ass people going to work, bicycles and scooters.
Oh, yeah.
So,
a lot of e-bikes.
You pass this... They passed this law. Okay, good. Everybody feels like they're winning. We're not going to win because big corporations, all these big corporations, they're going to find another way to screw us. I mean, to get into a brand new car, you got to have a perfect credit score and you got to be making 6 figures a year just to get by on buying a brand new vehicle.
6 figures used to be the American dream. That's
absolutely.
That's like...
No, that's just all right.
It's a standard line now.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Making
that girl that was trying to date me, she said I had to make it at least 6 figures, right?
Yeah, exactly. You make 6 figures, No. All right, you're in the back of the line.
Right. I'm not 6'2". I don't have this. Yeah, I'm a little pale. It is what it is.
No, but it's just like,
See, my thing is I don't see it as manufacturers trying to mess with us.
No,
I
it's the car dealers themselves.
Now they're being forced to get into new technologies. Ford just lost, what is it, $6.4 billion. You want to know why the Camaro went away? It's because they can't afford to make it anymore. And that's the thing is that's why you're seeing more scooters, because that's what, and it's not the dealerships, because they want to make the money. They want to sell a car. Yeah. It's those guys. I mean, look, they had this, and I'm going to put my tinfoil hat on here if you want to, but I think that's what they want. They don't want us driving any kind of vehicle. They want us on public transportation, driving Ubers, getting our self-driving cars, and then we're out of everybody's hair, and we're not making noise for everybody, and everybody consider, somebody that says, oh, your car is loud, then and take away all the fun.
Here we go. Here we go with
ahead.
The Karens.
To be honest, I think in a perfect world, and like what like Elon Musk and Tesla sees is not even owning your own vehicle, is having your neighborhood have a set of vehicles that are self-driving
vehicles, yeah.
And basically, you set your time. It's gonna pick you up, drop you off at work, go back to the neighborhood.
We go back to that movie we were just talking about.
This is kind of like the big picture of Tesla and self-driving automated vehicles.
You have your perfect little neighborhood. You get a chain of cars. Somebody picks you up, drives you to your work, drives you back. You watch your television. You have your
drives you back.
Yeah, exactly. You don't even drive.
Don't even need a driver.
Right.
So you guys are telling me that Elon Musk is Skynet?
Hey.
Well, I don't think it's Elon Musk, but I think that he doesn't have a problem.
To be honest, I don't think
not just them. It's all like any of the manufacturers per se. I think it's the idea of they would be pressed to say, here's the new technology. And like I said, I don't want to put the tinfoil hat on. I don't want to say that some of that technology is bad. If it's used productively, great. But we had electric cars. We had access to Tesla. Tesla was doing pretty well. And then 2 years later, it was suddenly, now everybody can only have this car. And that was the government. So
yeah, no, and that's a bunch of crap. Because I really don't feel like driving a vehicle that can just spontaneously combust at any moment. Like it's like playing the lottery. Am I gonna burn today or am I not? Mm-hmm. Am I gonna get there safely or no?
Yeah.
I mean, I drove one of them electric Johnnies though. I drove a Lucid Air. That thing was pretty neat.
Jay loved it.
Don't get me wrong. It was neat. But I looked at the kid. I said, "Hey, how many of these exploded so far?" And he kind of like laughed at me, none. And I called him an effing liar. And I was like, if we die like real men. And I took off like a bat out of hell out of the box.
He took his pants off and then started driving. No, I'm kidding.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, still got his boots on though, so he's good.
I think this is really going to impact the most. I think it's going to impact the salesman and the finance guys. This is where they make their commission, selling these extras. And they're going to be hurting because I know you make quite a nice chunk.
Well, let's be honest. The dealerships aren't going to lose any money because if they start to they have to have operation costs. So if they start breaking down, the next thing they're going to do is they're just going to they're going to do that markup again, and instead of $30,000, it's now $40,000, and now they don't have to worry because the car that was listed on the website that they listed it so low because their competitors were doing it. Now it's at a new high level, so they don't have to work so hard to sell a car at a higher price. Right?
Right.
You got to stop that.
You talk so fast.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm sure.
He gets excited. And it's just like, and I'm like,
yep.
He's frozen in time. The perfect.
But I do agree.
Hey, you know what? You didn't have a lot of comments this time to get gauged into this.
I know. You guys are killing me today.
Where's Mike?
Where's Mike? Mike, where you at?
You scared? I hope you didn't scare him away.
Listen, the only person I wanted to scare away was the narc. This is boring. Yeah, boring.
Yeah,
the narc. Where'd the narc go? The narc who didn't know he was a narc.
They're just going to get rid of dealerships and you're going to buy your car on Amazons. And I would not be shocked by that, to be honest. They've tried it before.
What's that?
Did they really?
Oh, yeah. That was a big thing.
Carvana.
Yeah.
Oh, Carvana.
Carvana, you can order a car, and they will drive it to you.
Yep.
Take away your car and give you a check for it,
Right.
or the deal is
You
right
Amazon
there.
program.
This is how dumb American people are becoming.
It's more about the convenience.
It's not the convenience factor. F the convenience factor. Listen, you people need to get out. You need to get out of the house. Get your asses
It already
off.
bankrupted.
Thank God. Carvana. Listen, let me tell you, I have a certain finger that I'd like to stick up for you. But anyways, people need to stop being lazy. People need to go out. Real life is real life. It's not virtual reality. Go out. Go buy a goddamn car. Go out. Go grocery shopping.
That's why we don't have malls anymore.
Like some people,
Yeah, exactly.
like some people can't. Some people are so busy, they don't have the time to go grocery shopping. I understand that. Okay, that's fine. But you know what? Carvana has a good NASCAR driver that they sponsor.
They have a NASCAR team, yeah.
Oh, Christ. No wonder they went bankrupt.
Don't throw. You can't throw wrenches into Phil's thought. It wrecks him.
No. But it's just like people need to get out. People need to be more social, more active. Yeah. Like
that's kind of like what we do in the car community.
No, exactly. But you know, even with the car community, it's all based around Instagram and social media. Right. Like,
it's worse. Yeah.
Anybody can go out and buy a clap wagon, Photoshop it, and just like, all right, look at my car. And they've upped their game. They do a takeover now, and a couple of guys text it. They either steal or borrow a car, call themselves part of the car community, crash into like 20 people, and then we all are the ones that have to pay the price for it. Yeah,
so.
Absolutely.
Right.
But it's just like people just become, and everybody said, oh, it's to the convenience because everybody's so busy. Yeah, no. It's not convenience. It's being lazy. We're being turned into a bunch of lazy bums.
Right. And the thing is that I'm going to be honest. If you want to know about a car, you need to sit in it and you need to drive it.
Yeah, you need to feel it.
Right. You need to adjust the mirrors. You have to turn on the heat, make sure the wipers are right, make sure your butt gets warm when you turn the heat to see. Like all that stuff. The reason I bought my S600 was because I drove it. And once I drove it, I fell in love with it. And I understand that's part of the dealership idea is to get you to fall in love with a car. But that's the point of buying, was the idea that I didn't have remorse buying if I was buying the car because I enjoyed it.
See, people are like, oh, driving a car is just driving a car. No, sorry. If driving a car to you is just driving a car, it's because you're driving the wrong car.
That's right. Yeah.
And I feel bad for you.
Every time you drive a car, it should be an experience.
Yes.
It should be an joyful experience.
Fall in love all. If you don't look back at your car when you leave, you bought the wrong car.
Exactly.
Look back at it.
Yeah, like the song. Look back at it.
Yep. Well, me and Jay can't look back at our trucks right now because they're not here.
Yeah. I can look back at everything I got.
Hold on. Let's see if we can get it here. We got to look at it so that everybody can enjoy. Oh, sorry. There you go. But now we're all getting to look back at Phil's car.
Look at that.
There you go.
Right out
That's
in the
it.
parking lot. Woo!
I still love that car.
I gotta brush my shoulders off.
Go ahead. Do it up.
What you were just talking about, though, having is there, and it's there, and it's there the next day, and I'm
anytime I
enjoying
want to
it.
get out and drive it, I can.
Exactly.
Yep. I need a little adrenaline rush. I go ahead, hop in, have a good time, and
calls me on the phone and says, "We're gonna drive 150 miles per hour. Get in. Don't ask questions." I'm kidding.
Yeah.
What state was it? Yeah, it wasn't around here.
He's a liar. That is.
This is the first car I haven't just held my foot to the floor and like said, let's see what it can do.
No. That's a good thing.
You know, and I feel good about that. I feel like I'm growing up just slightly.
No, that means you're just a little nervous. He has a big box of Depends in the back seat. So whenever he gets gully, he's going to strap him on. So when he shits himself, he's fine.
I'll be sure to pick you up first.
Listen, I am the worst passenger driver ever. You do anything over 50 with me in the passenger seat, I'm going to be screaming at you. Oh,
That's funny.
Oh, that
Have you
is
seen
funny.
Phil's car? Because it doesn't look like that. You can tell me that car goes fast. I don't care how little horsepower it has. It is going to be a fast car.
Oh yeah, it zips. It's a little go kart.
It's a zip. I like the zip. Yeah.
Little zippy dude.
How much does your your Nissan make?
Like 110 wheel horse.
Really? That's
Yeah,
it.
It's the NASR 20. It's just that was.
You know what I'd love to see next season?
What?
Bring that smart car to Seekonk.
Yeah.
Get it on the track.
Yeah, listen, Seekonk Speedway. If you could do the spectator drags on Sunday, that would be greatly appreciated for people who
What
actually
day do
work.
they- what do
6
they do
days a
now?
week. They do it on Saturdays.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Seekonk Speedway. Do your boy a favor. Let's get some Sunday drags going. I will
I
definitely.
don't know I don't think they watch the show, but I know some guys that do race at Seekonk do. So
if anybody that races at Seekonk or know anybody that works at Seekonk
There you
Speedway, tell them Phil from Car Grumps wants a
live
Sunday-
show from inside his car on Sunday.
Spectator Sunday.
Yeah, a live show from inside the car on Sunday doing spectator drags.
Why do I feel like I opened a can of worms with that? But I'm
You
okay
did
with
because
it.
watch us get a message.
Oh, I would love to. Are you kidding?
Also, everybody's been doing shout outs. You did some shout outs last time.
I'm always shouting out.
He did
I'm a
shouts
marketing
out.
guy. You know,
I am the worst
gotta kinda
person.
drop the
See,
bomb.
I'm not a marketer. Like these two were going at it earlier about like making these videos and stuff, and I'm just sitting there like, hey guys, yeah, and, I don't know how to find.
What do you
YouTube.
want us to market, Phil?
Huh? I don't want to.
Go ahead, give the shout out. Shout out for the day goes to.
The shout out. Not see you guys are putting me on the spot and make me all nervous. You see how not red my face is now? Okay, all right. The back of my neck is.
What's up?
George. I want to shout out my team, Silver City Stance.
Hey, that's a good shout out.
That's one of them.
Solid team.
Silver
They
City
are.
Stance.
Good
Is that
guys.
on? Is it on Facebook,
Yep.
Instagram?
So you can go on Facebook and it's Silver City Stance on Facebook, and then Instagram it's silver_city_stance.
Underscore?
No,
No, not
I don't think so. I don't
One
think
too
so.
many underscores. Sorry.
Yeah, I know. I think there's just two.
Okay.
But anyways, you'll find us. And also, since we're talking about car dealerships and everything today, I want to give a shout out to my boy Terrence Guy. He owns Two Sons Auto Brokers. If you guys are looking for a used car, he's one of the best around. He
With
does-
tons of salvage titles and all that. Oh, I mean, no. I'm kidding.
No, he's the best around. He's
Where are they out of?
I think he's in the Norton Mansfield area. No, Norton area. Yeah. If you're looking for a cheap used car, something to bebop around in, he doesn't beat around the bush, nothing like that. He's actually really solid. So I just want to give a big shout out to him.
I miss this 350Z.
Me and you both.
Yep.
Me and you both. Oh, thank you, Jose.
Norton.
Yeah, Norton.
Norton, Massachusetts. So for you guys in Mexico that are watching us right now, by the way, guys, we do have viewers in Ireland and in Mexico and in the UK. I want to give a shout out to all you guys out there taking a look at it.
Shout
Thank you
out,
so
Mike.
much for tuning in to us. We love talking about cars. A lot of those guys are guys that complain to me and say, we're really bummed out because we can't have the cars that you guys can have. So I'm hoping that you get a chance to experience some of the cool cars that we have. And like I said, we're happy that you guys tune in. So, but unfortunately, we've gone 7 minutes over time, which
They
is fine.
have all the cool cars
Right.
over there. We don't have nothing.
Well, I want my FTO. So, and I know the UK
FTO?
guys, Gray Mark. Yeah, FTO Mitsubishi.
Oh, you can get one.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying that's what
Where
I
can
want,
you
and they
find
have
one
a
of
ton.
those nowadays? I haven't heard of that car.
An FTO.
Yeah.
I don't think were they ever produced in the States?
No,
No.
they were all gray. So yeah,
They were
UK.
all UK and Japan.
Yep.
You actually
I want see
Case
you
went
guys
down.
comment. Watch how Phil
I
you
know.
comment.
Phil's over here. Who's calling me daddy?
Yeah, right. All right, so that's it. Look, he's good. Give him away, Phil. Go ahead. There you go.
Oh, hang on, wait. Whoa,
There you go.
Wow.
Look at those oily hands there. That's a worker's hands. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Thank you guys for checking out the show.
Thanks,
We're-
guys.
Thank you.
We are always back every Wednesday. We're trying to make a 7 o'clock showing for it. We do our best to get here. There's a lot of little production stuff that we have to get done, so sometimes we're a couple minutes late, but hang on, we will be there for you. Remember, we're on YouTube, Facebook, X, all. We even have it on my LinkedIn, on Kick, Twitch, and then if you want to see the morning show is on all the, like, Amazon, Google's, all the different podcast areas, so check a look at it. And it is on Car Grumps. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll be back soon. Say goodbye, guys.
We love you all, and to all a good night. And also,
he's not joking.
Also, I hope all you guys, we're not going to see you guys till next Wednesday, so I hope all you guys have a Merry Christmas. I hope you guys have a happy holidays.
Yep.
And everybody be safe out there, please. I know Christmas Eve, a lot of people going to parties and stuff like that. Just please be and I never stress this enough. Be responsible. If you're going out to a holiday party, whether it's family, a company, or anything like that, and you guys had too much, please give your keys to somebody else. Okay. We want to see you guys on the podcast. All right. We want to see you guys commenting. Right, exactly. Okay. We love you all, and we thank everybody for all the support.
Yep. And you know what? I couldn't have said it better myself. Until next time, guys, we'll see you at the track.